Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the castle at CCBC Essex. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. National anthem underway here in a moment, and then the action moments away. All right, there it is. Great job by the PA announcer today, running down the starting lineups for everyone here, ready to watch the Knights back at home for the first time in what seems like a while. The Knights looking to get a win for another time for a while, what seems like a while. Currently on a 4-game losing streak, all to Division I opponents. The Knights started the season out 2-0, and they have fallen to 2-4, and they've also fallen in the rankings as well, as they have gone to number 12 in the rankings. But no better time than right now to turn that around, as back inside the friendly confines of the castle, ready to get things started once again in the fourth matchup against this College of Southern Maryland Hawks team. The Knights under Coach Cini and his watch currently 3-0 against the Hawks. The Hawks currently on this season 0-5. Another record for Coach Cini and this Knights team under his watch. 45 wins currently in the conference in a row. Coach Cini, beyond that, has currently 127 straight conference wins, going back to his time pre-CCBC Essex. Over there at the school that shall not be named currently. As you ask Coach Cini, that was then, this is now. Probably feels the same way about last year's championship team, national championship team, that is. As that is a distant memory as the Knights start off strong with a three-pointer on their first offensive possession. 4 straight losses for the Knights coming into this one against Division I opponents. They are so used to being the buzzsaw under Coach Cini. Right now, they've ran into a few buzzsaws, looking to change that here tonight. Off to a hot start offensively and defensively as they force the Hawks into a late shot in the shot clock and go coast to coast on the other side with a good feed to Middleton down low. That's 5 unanswered to start the game. Hawks do a great job getting through the press that time. Coaching staff pointing something out defensively. Dickey goes for the steal. And the bank's open late for 2 points. Dickey missed on the steal. Good recovery defensively. But still, the Hawks get the lid off. Ashley Dickey looking to attack offensively, just missed. Open space there. Took advantage of it, did the sophomore. Hawks looking to put a run together. Coming up a little long there on the shot. Now Dickey in and out of traffic, hanging up there and finishing off the glass for 2. Ashley Dickey leading scorer for this Knights team at 17 points per game. And that's 10 seconds. Good defensive start for the Knights, as that is their first turnover forced. And they've held the Hawks to just 1 basket so far, almost 3 minutes into the contest. Middleton looks to pull the 3. Came off the iron, the Hawks looking to put together another run. Lost it for a second, got it back, needs somebody to pass it to. Now 10 on the shot clock. Nice move, getting under, but Kiki Walker sends out our first official invite to the block party. And it's ping balling around. Little hot potato off everybody. Possession stayed here with the Knights. And there was the steal on the other side for the Hawks. Their first of the game. Good defense on both sides. Middleton pulls again. Chases her own miss. Now Dickey. She's good, and the stare down afterwards. Timeout. As it's a 10-2 start to the first half for this Knights team. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Talked about the Knights, of course, defending national champions. Started on a 2-game winning streak, then lost to Harcum on the road, and then 3 straight against D1 opponents in Texas. The latter 2 of those were nationally ranked opponents, but Harcum also, I believe, a D1 opponent. Could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that one. I know for sure, though, the Knights will have a opportunity at some revenge for Harcum, as they will be going up against them again later on this season as the Bears come try and play spoiler at the Castle. The Knights have yet to lose at home under Coach Cini. Currently 33-0 at home regular season. That moves to 35-0 if you include playoffs, as we have another turnover there from the Hawks. This one a travel. Couple of substitutions checking into the game for the Knights. One ripping off a quick three right there. Tayasia Williams got the shot off. Knights got another offensive rebound, but it was their turn on the turnover machine. Now almost 4 minutes into the first quarter. Hawks have a chance to put their tough start behind them, get a basket here, cut into that lead that the Knights have built for themselves in this first few minutes. More substitutions checking into the game for the Knights. Ashley Dickey checks back in. Aganawari checks in as well. Handsy defense there from the Knights, almost forcing the turnover. 10 on the shot clock. Hawks running out of time. Working themselves into a good scoring area, but coming up just a little short off the glass. That possession was a fight all around. Defense was fighting to shut them down. Offense fighting for good position. Score remains the same, 10-2. Turnaround, jumper, it's good. And largest lead of the game now, double digits, 12-2. And that is a whistle. We'll go against the Knights, it looks like. Indeed it is. This time they came up on the wrong side of the Handsy defense. But a good job by both of these two teams, as we are almost 5 minutes into this first quarter, and that's the first foul committed. These two teams doing a good job of playing defense without fouling. No trips to the line just yet. Corner three. Off the end of the iron. Ashley Dickey gets the rebound. Playing heads up. And right into the teeth of the defense. Couple of black jerseys there. Mattered very little, as Tayasia Williams, the redshirt freshman guard out of Uniondale, New York, takes it to the rim. And Williams comes up long on the first attempt. A good adjustment on the second. Very little spin on the first one. Saw the arc improve on the second. Coach Cini also said something to her in between. Coachable moment, life's full of them. The Hawks have ran into a few, as that is the third or fourth time they've turned the ball over before getting into their offensive zone. The press for Coach Cini's squad doing the job right now, as we are just under 5 minutes left to play in this first quarter. The Knights continuing to build on their lead. Talked about it before the game. Coach Cini currently 3-0 with the Knights against this Hawks team. Around the world it goes, down for two. And the lead grows a little more. Picked up the dribble at a tough spot. Got through it with the nice heads-up passing, though. Hawks, what can they do with this possession? Looking for space. Losing it for a moment. Where will it go? Stays right here, says the man with the whistle. A little less time on the shot clock than the Hawks had before, though. 11 seconds now for them to do something against the Knights defense that came out thinking about putting that losing streak behind them. Step back three is a little long. Ashley Dickey with the nice step back. Hers was a 2, but you'll take them how you can make them, right? The lead continues to grow for the Knights, 17-2. And it's going the other way. Knights making it difficult, forcing the Hawks into the turnover. Davis around 2 screens. No and 1, but a trip to the line. And that was a good job of setting the defense up. You saw slowed down, let the picks come. Ran around 2, got onto the other side. If you got yourself a takeoff lane to the rim, go ahead and take advantage of it. Make the most of it. Knights certainly doing that here so far. Another trip to the line. Their second in about 2-3 minutes. Offense starting to click here in the late stages of the first quarter. Hawks needed one more pass, could not secure the bag. Davis with the steal, looking to go coast to coast. And the bank's open for 2. Timeout. As it is getting close to a 20-point lead here for the Knights. Full timeout, so we'll take one too. 3:16 left in quarter number 1. The Knights are feeling good offensively and defensively. Will that continue as we get closer to halftime? Back to the action on the court. Hawks talking some strategy, trying to figure out how to stop this bleeding here in the first quarter. Got their first basket and have been shut out since then, as it's a 21-2 run for the Knights to start this first quarter, and that will act as an early Christmas present for the Hawks, as they got the shot off and missed it, but the Knights run right into a foul and send the Hawks to the line. Two free ones. The Hawks, their first trip to the foul line. Update on the foul game, 3-2. 3 fouls committed by the Hawks, 2 by the Knights. So Knights inching closer and closer to the bonus, which could certainly put them more and more in the lead if they get there. Davis zigzagging and getting called for the carry. Referee shaking his head as he calls it, too. Coach Cini may have been doing the same. Coachable moment. Jab step, penetration, ran into a wall, and a jump ball. Great defense there from the freshman from Plainfield, New Jersey. Getting right in the middle of the action. Stepping up and making the play defensively. Now on the other side, no, the shot just a little long. Good ball movement, working that ball into the corner for the open three. Coach Cini loved that. Turn, and one opportunity. Fighting strong, nice move there from Angeline Morlelli, who currently is averaging 20 points a game. And that is good for 30th in the nation and leading her team and all scorers in this game, as the Knights currently do not have a scorer averaging 20 points a game. Made the most of the and one opportunity, 21-7. Dickey, oh, nice move. Quick little lullaby. And the one hard dribble around the defender. Bank still open. 2 points for the Knights. And a walk. As the three wouldn't have counted even if it went in. Whistle before the shot. 2 minutes left here in quarter number one. The Knights looking to continue to roll here. Dickey's shown the one-on-one game already a few times. And a quick step through on the baseline, and the 2 points for Bryant. $18-point lead here for the Knights. Ties their largest of the game. Hawks trying to find real estate. Drive baseline, up and under. Knights going coast to coast and missing up on the layup. Dickey with the offensive rebound at 2 points. Hustle gets you mighty far in life. Ashley Dickey showing that here tonight, and has been showing that all season long here for the Knights team, as she is one of the few players who was on last year's national championship team. And when we were here for ring night, their last home game, Ashley Dickey came off the bench. Look where she's at now, leading the team in scoring, starting the game. Got called for the rip around that time. But Ashley Dickey putting together the start of a potential All-American season. That's then. This is now. Another good set defensively there for the Knights, forcing the Hawks into a tough shot. Oh, nice crossover. And then an invitation to the block party sent out by the Hawks. Oh, my. Great move to set up. But the defense strong on the other side. It's one thing to get to the rim, another thing to finish at it. Hawks will look to hold for the final shot. And they will not get a shot off, as it'll be a 20-point lead for the Knights headed into quarter number two. 27-7 is the score on the big board. But the Hawks defensively maybe finding some rhythm as they slowed the Knights' attack down over the last 2 minutes. Or did they? As there'll be another 10 minutes to find out before we get to halftime. Stick around with us to find out what the score is before we get to halftime. All right, we are back ready to start the second quarter. Hawks looking to trade quarters with the Knights and get themselves back into this game before halftime as they get the first basket of the second quarter. Probably a invite to the block party there just a moment ago from either Scott or Middleton, as Middleton gets another good look at the three, comes up short. Walker, same result, and who touched it last? Leading scorer through the first quarter for the Knights, no surprise, Ashley Dickey, 11 points. That's a pretty good ratio if you're looking to score the basketball. 11 points in 10 minutes. If you can recreate that a few times, have yourself a nice little stat line at the end of the game. What's the stat line going to look like at halftime? Middleton. Oh, nice move. That's why you shoot it, even when it's not going down. Defense collapses on you, expecting the shot, and it's a quick drive to the lane, and that's a heads-up veteran move by the sophomore. Getting the 2 points, and the 2 points on the other side. Blowing the kiss afterwards. Certainly was pretty, but may have just woken up the beast. As the Knights bench noticed. Scott with the three on the other side. Heads up, it's going the other way. Big time charge. Oh my. Davis putting the body right there in the middle of the action. You shall not pass. Now it's the offense's turn. Second unit coming up big here with some big-time plays on both sides of the ball here. As a communication breakdown there. A 21-point lead here for the Knights. Their largest of the game. Again running into a brick wall. This time it's Middleton. The steal. Pacheco. Up and in. Hanging up there. Fighting through the defense. Great effort on both sides. Knights not picking up full court this time.
Three is long. Offensive rebound for the Hawks. No shot clock reset, though, as it didn't touch the rim. That one also didn't touch the rim. But it was cash money. Walker. Not the same luck. It's back to a 20-point lead here for the Knights. 34-14, almost 3 minutes into the second quarter. Drive, kick. One stop. One shot. Checo trying for the Nowitzki impression. Should have said one dribble, one shot on that last pull-up three on the other side for the Hawks, as these two teams now trading baskets. Talked about the Knights trying to reverse their losing streak. 4 straight losses coming into this one for them. The Hawks here this season, all they know is losses. 0-5 coming into this one. So, of course, they're also trying to reverse the losing streak. Going toe-to-toe with the Knights here in the second quarter, at least. As it's one and done. Middleton looking to run. Pull up. That's a 2. And Scott wrestles with it, but can't get 2 hands on it. And that's an easy 2 points. Running the transition game effortlessly, the Hawks were there. Shot not falling again for the Knights. Hawks continuing to put together a nice effort here in the second quarter. I'm not sure or not, if not that. Let me try that one more time. I'm not sure if that was a jump ball or not, or if that was a foul committed. Regardless, we know it's going the other way. Knights taking over. Getting the hand in the cookie jar there. And they never started the shot clock there. Take 6 seconds off. Knights offense slowed down here a little bit in this second quarter. As that was a nice move to get into a really good scoring area, just couldn't finish. Good job between the two refs, as one ref said it was Hawks ball and the other ref, who had the better position, came in and said, nay. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. 5 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle, and that was an invite to the block party sent out by the Hawks on a 3. And this solid second quarter performance continues for this College of Southern Maryland team. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to cut into that lead a little more. And they ran it down. And Dickey could not walk the tightrope. They make it look so easy on Sundays with the toe tap catches. Only 5 seconds for the Hawks to do something here. Got to go quickly. Do they realize it? The shot clock never started, so they're only going to have about 2 seconds, I'd imagine. them. Good effort with what the circumstance was. No basket. Middleton pulls for three. The law of averages says one's got to go down, but that one certainly will go down for the Knights. Middleton struggling from outside. Bryant dominating inside, cleaning up on the offensive glass and putting it back in with the and one opportunity. Kayla Bryant, sophomore forward out of Washington, D.C. Previous college was Monroe College, so a transfer. Looking to hop in on that championship bandwagon. Start a new trend. This year's potential championship season certainly not starting out like last year's championship season, but still a lot of hope for this Knights team as another strong defensive effort, forcing the Knights into a tough shot at the rim and then forcing a loose ball, though. Couldn't keep the hands out of the cookie jar. And a foul committed by the Hawks puts the Knights at the line. Of course, 4-game losing streak this Knights team is on right now doesn't have them thinking about return trip to the national championship, but that's still potentially in front of them. They can finish off this regular season strong, punch the ticket to the national tournament. All you need is a shot. How many times? Who had UConn winning it all last year in the big tournament? When it's one and done, anything's possible. All you need to do is punch your ticket, and they certainly still have a chance to do that. Gotta take care of business, and they're doing, or in the middle of taking that first step in doing that right now. Trying to put that 4-game losing streak behind him. Oh, great pass. One more. Dickey. And 3 seconds in the lane. Tough break there for Ashley Dickey as she worked her way into a real good scoring area. Was she going to take the shot? Was she going to dish it off to somebody else? We'll never know. Hawks. Quick passes here, getting through the Knights defense. Pull up three, off the front of the iron, and the offensive rebound gives them another shot. They throw it right away. Middleton, oh, big block. Another invite to the block party. Hawks going coast to coast and put another one on the board. 38-21. Strong second quarter continues. Substitution checking in for both teams as possession stays right here. There was an injury on the court for the Hawks. Lillian Reynolds really driving the bus for this second quarter comeback for the Hawks. A couple of big plays defensively and then the coast-to-coast take. 38-21 score on the big board. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and what a tale of 2 quarters it's been. The Hawks. Don't call it a comeback. Well, I won't, because still a lot of time left and still a lot of distance between these two teams. But that was a nice move there in traffic to put another 2 on the board. And Dickey with a couple of nice moves in traffic. 2 nice in and out moves. And the dirt rubbed off the shoulder afterwards. Hook shot comes up just an inch short. Under 2 minutes to play now. And that is a travel. Great defensive effort, smothering the driving lane. Taylani Ricks everywhere, all at once there. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Knights eventually do get those 2 points. And they get 2 more. Oh, Powell with a nice hesitation move to create the distance. Faked left, went right. Chance for the and one. Nice move there. Elena Powell, freshman guard out of Haymarket, Virginia. Looking for the three-point play. Snatched away, Knights going the other direction. Powell for 3 this time. Comes off the front of the iron. Oh, nice find. Gotta make those. If everything was fair, those would certainly go down. Get the steal, great pass. Just missed the shot. (45-23) is the score on the big board. Under a minute left to play in the first half. And the Knights have gone back to the press and forced the Hawks into a couple of turnovers, and Pacheco sends out a big invite to the block party. Freshmen are on the bench. We're headed there shortly as time is running out here in the first half. Defense has been solid on both sides here in the second quarter. So all that ground made up by the Hawks kind of lost here in this last 90 seconds or so as the Knights have put together a good run to close out the second quarter. And that's a walk. Or she toggled the line. Turnover by the Knights. The Hawks can now hold for the final shot, and they will not get a chance to as... Nope. Thought it was the Hawks close to the bonus, and they are, but they're close to sending the Knights to the bonus. Possession stays here with the Hawks, but they got to make something happen on this inbound. 15 left. One dribble, quick pickup. Little defensive confusion there. Hawks aren't able to take advantage of it yet. Take, and no make. But they do hold for the final shot. Make sure the score stays right where it is. 45-23 on the big board. The Knights enjoying a solid lead going into halftime. Friendly confines of the castle. A welcoming return for Coach Sini's squad, looking to erase a 4-game losing streak. Can they do that when we come back?
Welcome back to the castle, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth, ready to bring you the second half action. Ashley Dickey, the leading scorer at halftime for these two teams. 13 points through 2 quarters of action, but only 2 of those points coming in the second quarter. She had 11 points in the first quarter, held quiet and in check in the second, as the Hawks made up some ground initially in the second quarter, but then lost most of that ground that they made up in the closing minutes when the Knights went on a little run of their own. 45-23, the score on the big board. 22-point lead, put 3 more on the board as Middleton struggled in the first half. Starts the second half with a big 3. That was certainly a sigh of relief moment for Heather Middleton, I'm sure. Struggling from downtown in the first half. Start the second half off with a deep 3. Pacheco gets the scoring going as well. It's now 5 unanswered points for the Knights to start the second half. Swinging it around. 3 in the corner is good as the Hawks answer with a 3 of their own and a timeout taken by Coach Cini. It is a 25-point lead, only a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. Timeout coming just a minute and 5 seconds into the second half. Not happy with what they saw defensively. The coaching staff was there. Couple of open shots for the Hawks. All right, how do they respond? Middleton pulls a quick one. Pacheco gets the board, fights through a couple of black jerseys, cannot put it in though. 2 shots, 0 for 2 on that possession. Hawks, 2 in the corner is long, and they go 0 for 1. Oh, nice move by Dickey with the quick hesitation. Just a little bit of a stop and go move there from the sophomore. And Pacheco may have got a piece of it. Certainly got a piece of it on the second half. And possession going the other way, the Knights have regrouped post timeout. Come out with a little extra, shutting the door defensively. Now Coach Cini wants to see him pick up the pace offensively. Walker with the quick trigger. And another sigh of relief one. Middleton's struggles matched by Walker's struggles in the first half, but both of them hitting their first shots of the second half. Oh, nice pocket pass, and Dickey just a half a second too late on the come around. Pocket pass leads to a trip to the line. Makes good on the first. And it's 1 for 2 from the line. Good find, Middleton, the release, and she's 2 for 3 from downtown in the second half. And that was heads up play from Walker. She'd hit a 3 from that same spot moments ago. Catch,
Little hesitation, find the open shooter. Chance to do that once again as the Hawks run into a turnover. And the hot start to the second half continues for the Knights. Walker shoots this one and makes it. Kiki Walker and Heather Middleton putting the first half struggles behind them. Sophomores coming up big here for the Knights in half number 2. Coach Cini with a big timeout moments ago. Gotta love what he's seen from his squad since then. Oh, nice pass, Pacheco fighting through, flexing the muscles afterwards. The Knights are rolling here in the third. Rolling around the rim. The shot was for the Hawks that time. Finding the bottom, 63-30. Middleton with the quick pass. Walker with the quicker trigger. Couldn't make that one though. The energy is certainly picked up here for the Knights. Pacheco wiping off the shoes, looking for the one-on-one matchup. Gonna get it right here. Here goes Ashley Dickey. Walker again in the corner. Again for 3. It's a 3-point party for the Knights in the third quarter. 3s all around. Oh, nice move. Getting to the rim. Cannot finish for 2. And it's a trip to the line after the offensive rebound. Heads up move by Mullery. Leading point scorer on the court right now. Averaging 20 points a game coming into this one. Falling behind on her average so far here in this one, as only 6 points in the first half. You're almost halfway through this third quarter. Timeout taken on the court, full timeout, so we'll take one too with these two teams. Almost halfway through the third quarter, the Knights have added to their lead, 66-31. Playing some good ball right now, maybe their best of the game so far, possibly their best of the season, trying to reverse that 4-game losing streak. Strategy session is over for both teams. Hawks have possession and fresh shot clock to work with when we restart. 5 minutes and 13 left in this third quarter, and it's a quick turnover forced by the Knights. Ashley Dickey in transition with the opposite hand. She missed, but cleaned up by Bryant on the offensive glass. who continues to hit the boards with consistency. As the substitution will check into the game for the Knights at the next whistle. Nice little sidestep to create the space, could not hit the jumper. The Knights running once again. Middleton, quick trigger. Let's move it around a few more times, says Coach Cini. Oh, nice move. Good pass. Could not be caught, though. Probably wanted to put that maybe a little bit more in the chest, but that's a heads-up play from the sophomore, Ashley Dickey, getting the defense to collapse in on her, kicking it out to the shooter over in the corner. And that was a really good run offensively and defensively by that unit. Coming out of the timeout that was taken early in the third quarter by Coach Cini. Saw something. Oh, what a pass. One more. Oh, fumbled it on the catch. And life is not fair sometimes, as that is how it goes. That is how the cookie crumbles. Someone once said, couple of just beautiful passes on that offensive set for the Knights. No basket, though. Now under 4 minutes to play in the third. Oh, an invite to the block party sent out by Bryant. And the first one on the floor to get the loose ball. Oh, my. And it's another fumble Ruski on the other side for the offense. Defense got the job done. Created the transition opportunity. Offense, well, we'll talk about that and work on that later. Final minutes of the third quarter. Hawks looking to take advantage of a few mistakes made by the Knights. As Bryant hitting the glass once again. No fumble Ruski that time, as that was a good, solid shot. Space had, couldn't knock it down though. Possession stays right here. Fresh shot clock to work with the Knights. Got to get that ball in. Just do. Around a couple picks. Dribble handoff. How about one more? Oh, man. Off the foot. And that is 3 straight turnovers for the Knights. Trying to reverse that trend. No turnover, but the shot long. Great dribbling display, working in and out of traffic. And that foul was the last straw. Have gone to another unit once again here. Different combination of players since bringing Ashley Dickey and company out moments ago. The offense has slowed down a little bit, but the defense has really been solid. Trying to find the right combination of defense and offense. Continue to build on their lead. Oh, good offensive rebound and find there. Defense all the way collapsed on the ball carrier. Quick pass. Easy 2 points. And it is another empty possession for Coach Cini's squad. They're up big here, so not a lot of ground being made up by this Hawks team. For a Knight squad that came in, losers of 4 straight. This game, not just about getting the victory. You want to be playing your best ball, put your best foot forward. start to try and establish yourself as a team to be messed with. They've been sliding down the rankings at one point. Number 2, now all the way down at number 12. A win here and a few more wins after this go a long way in getting them back up those numbers, back up those rankings. Though, of course, the numbers right now, Coach Cini doesn't really care much about those. He cares much more about those numbers at the end of the season. Hitting the glass, the Knights are, but the Hawks doing the same. 2 looks at it. 0 for 2, the Knights are. Under 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Another find on the baseline. Another 2 points. Offensive struggles continue here in the third quarter for the Knights, though. They're able to chase down that miss and put it down. A tale of 2 runs. Oh, scoop and score. Banks open late night here for the 2 points. Crossover, kick out for 3. Another 3, and it's over the back. So it's not back-to-back empty possessions, but too many empty possessions here for the Knights in this closing minutes of the third quarter. Still a lot of distance between them and the Hawks, but the Knights showing some of those struggles that they had on their run during their trip to Texas. I'm sure they knew that trip down to Texas was going to be a buzzsaw going up against 3 Division I opponents. An 0-3 trip to the Big Top, I'm sure, was not on Coach Cini's mind when they boarded the plane. That was then, this is now. The Knights have taken a nice step forward, or in the process of taking a nice step forward of putting that 4-game losing streak behind them. That being said, still so much season in front of them. This is the last time you'll be able to see this Knights team at home for this month of November, and only 2 chances to see them in December. Chalk that one up as improbable. How many times the coach argues for something and gets what he wants? Oh my! And that's what they do with it. And it has been that kind of end to the third quarter for Coach Cini's squad. The offensive struggles continue, and in an epic style, that one. An early season Shackton a full moment as they throw it away, and the Hawks get the easy 2 points on the other side. What will the fourth quarter look like? Coach Cini's squad put those struggles behind them and stomp out the Hawks for their 3rd victory of the season. While it certainly looks like they're going to get that 3rd victory, it would take a big old miracle for the Hawks to pull off the comeback at this point. So it looks like the Knights will indeed be getting that 3rd victory, but what does it look like? What's the final score in this one? You'll have to stick around with us and find out. We're just minutes away from the start of the fourth quarter. The Knights are able to hold on here for this final 10 minutes, as it looks like they will be. That'll move them away from their, thank you. That'll move them away from their 4-game winning streak. That'll put them 1 game closer to getting back to 500. That'll be another conference win for Coach Cini. His 128th straight conference win. 46th conference win here with the Knights. As Dickey gets the 3 on the other side. Ashley Dickey, 15 points in the game. Headed into this fourth quarter, so make it 18 after that 3. Second leading scorer behind her is Middleton with 10. Middleton also pulls down that rebound there. Dickey wants another one. Drives baseline, hangs up, and finishes for 2. So now 20 points for Ashley Dickey, 5 unanswered points to start the fourth quarter. The double in the corner. It's hot potatoing around. Oh, good passing on display from the Hawks. The trip to the line, keeping the head down. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you at home for joining us on this Wednesday night. It's been an exciting return to the castle for Coach Cini's squad. I know they were excited to be playing in front of the home fans once again. The home fans even more excited to see some basketball action here at the castle again. And everybody behind the scenes, always excited to bring you the action live on YouTube. You can catch every home game for this Knights women's basketball team live on YouTube. Only game in town now, as the soccer season officially came to an end not too long ago here at CCBC Essex. Men's team made it all the way to the semifinals of the national championship, or the national tournament, I should say. They were 1 game away from punching a ticket to the national championship, as Dickey looks for the step back. Tough end to the season for Coach Fiedler's men's soccer squad. Made it to the Final Four, lost on a 1-1 draw. Soccer can be a cruel sport. It certainly was on that day for Coach Fiedler and the boys, but congratulations to them on a tremendous season. Women's soccer also went to the national tournament. Didn't get that far, but still had a really good showing in the national tournament. It was another solid step forward for them as a program. Building excellence here at CCBC Essex in the classroom and on the ball field as well. As Ashley Dickey sends out an invite to the block party. Nay, says the man in zebra stripes, actually. He got some ball and also got some arm as well. $75-40 is the score on the big board. 7:33 left in this fourth quarter. .7:33 is all that separates, 7 minutes and 33 seconds, excuse me, is all that separates the Knights from their third victory of the year, their fourth straight victory over this Hawks team potentially. Will be maybe the first time the Knights don't put 100 on the Hawks. See some nice dribbling on display here. Dickey catches up. And a foul committed before the pass. So the Knights will still have possession. Just have to slow it down a little bit. Don't get a chance to run in transition. Powell fakes the handoff to Dickey, finds Walker in the corner instead, who chases her own miss and goes 0 for 2. Stays right here, though, as it was pinballing around a few black jerseys. None of them could get a hand on it. Or at least I should say none of them could get two hands on it. Yet possession stays with the Knights. 15 on the shot clock. Powell. Take, no make. Second effort. Check goes good on that one. .77-42. Score on the big board. Hawks looking to take and coming up just a little short. Powell finds Walker. Walker was hitting those in the third quarter. Gone cold here in the fourth. Almost 4 minutes into quarter number 4. Good pass. Turn and shoot. And that will be all she wrote for this 5 on the court. The next time we get a whistle, 5 new players ready to check into the game for Coach Cini. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ashley Dickey hanging up there amongst the trees, cannot finish. Pacheco got the rebound and the assist as Middleton, the make and take on the second effort. And that was another really solid showing, both defensively and offensively, for that 5 from Coach Cini. Ashley Dickey, Kiki Walker, Elena Powell, Heather Middleton, and Adriana Pacheco between the third and fourth quarter, putting together 2 really good runs for the coaching staff. Putting even more distance between them and the Hawks, and also building some comfort amongst themselves and some rhythm that could really pay off as we head in towards the later stages of the season. We're not just there yet, but November is already over, or almost over. We'll be singing Christmas songs all through December. We'll be counting down the New Year's before you know it, which means March will be around the corner. So this is the time for the Knights to establish themselves and play their best ball. I'm sure Coach Cini had some talks with his team before this game about, hey, that road trip did not go our way, but tonight we put that behind us. Tonight we take the next step in our season. We establish ourselves as the bullies that we are at this conference, in this conference, and at this level, I should say. 45 straight conference wins for the Knights since the program returned just a few short years ago. That says it all. They are certainly the bullies in this conference. They've established themselves as the team to beat, and they're continuing that trend. The record may say that they've slipped a little as they come into this one under 500 for the first time under Coach Cini. Still a lot of season left for the Knights. Taking the first step to getting back to 500 here tonight. 4 minutes away from their third victory of the year. They're hoping it'll be their first of a potential 3-game winning streak. Hey, man, I'm sure they hope they don't lose another one for the rest of the year. And defense certainly responsible for that turnover, but the bench feeling like they paid their part as well. 4 minutes left in the game, and another possession here for the Knights after the offensive rebound. Davis with the three, 86-44. And an invite to the block party sent out. Maybe another. Working hard for that on both ends. Oh, the no-look pass, but and a late whistle there. Trip to the line here for the Knights as the Hawks thought they had an invite to the block party on the other side. Ref said nay-nay. 0 for 1 from the line that time. Oh for 2. Tough trip to the line there. Potential turnover here. Got to get that ball over. That's 10 seconds. And a full timeout on the court. We will take one too. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left in this fourth quarter. The Knights, largest lead of the game for them right now, 86-44. They continue to add to it. Will they get to 100? They're trying. It'll be the fourth straight time they got to 100 on this Hawks team. And all they really care about is that third victory of the year and ending that 4-game losing streak. Coach Cini's squad just 3 minutes and change away from ending that losing streak. But Coach Cini hopes that that's the last losing streak his teams ever see. The Knights have not done much losing since they came back. Since basketball was brought back to the castle, they have not done a lot of losing. So when the fans were checking the scores on the website and on the Instagram page, I'm sure everyone was surprised with how that road trip went. Of course, once again, for the final time today, I will say that was then, this is now. And today, the Knights have taken that first step and moving past that and moving towards potentially playing their best basketball. A lot of tests still in front of them. Oh, and there's the invite to the block party that the Hawks were searching for. Talk about the tests and the challenges that are still in front of this Knights team. One of the big ones that Coach Cini has circled, I'm sure, I know I've got it circled, is that rematch with the Harcum Bears, as the Bears will be coming to the Castle, trying to make it 2-0 against the Knights this year. You will definitely want to check out the action. Oh, nice move from Scott, stealing the rebound. And it was 2 offensive rebounds there for the Knights, but no baskets, no points. And another travel. And the frustration on display and very visible for this Hawks team. Can you blame them? The Knights were hoping to be the buzzsaw here tonight, as they ran into a few buzzsaws on their trip into Texas. They sharpened the blades here tonight for sure and brought out the teeth. And they have feasted on this Hawks team. Now 89-44 as the three-point play is good. Over on the baseline. Good find for the 2 points. Now under 2 minutes to play. And the Knights. Oh, what a fight for that rebound. And it's another offensive rebound. 3 on the other corner. How about a third? The Knights hitting the glass hard here. And now under 90 seconds to play. Another 3. Another miss. So 3 offensive rebounds on that trip into the offensive zone, but again, no points. Of course, they can afford to miss a few with the score looking the way it is right now. 89-46. The Knights just 65 seconds away from ending their 4-game losing streak. Easy points that time. No doubt about those 2 points. Few trips on the road for the Knights after this, and they will be back here playing in front of the fans at CCBC Essex in mid-December. I believe it's the weekend of December 16th, but you'll have to check out the CCBC Essex website for exact details on that one. And you really ought to check out that website for all the details on all the sports action around campus. You want to know what the scores are when the Knights are on the road, the place to find out is the CCBC Essex Athletics website. Highlights as well, stats and info, all the information you need when following the teams this season, as the Knights are going to move to 3-4 on the year. And they have officially taken that first step in making sure that 4-game losing streak is a distant memory. How much of a distant memory will it be? Well, only time will tell, as there is still a lot of season in front of Coach Sini's squad, but a big victory, inching closer and closer back to 500. Will they get to 4-4? Well, check out that CCBC Essex Athletics website, as the next game is on the road for them, and you can catch them back here in action